Greetings, salutations, everybody. My name is Artarius, and this is episode 1 in my playthrough of Oxygen Not Included. So, Oxygen Not Included is from the same company that made Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together. Klee, I think is how you pronounce it. Klee Entertainment. But this is kind of interesting because what this feels like is this feels kind of like Terrarium, I guess, is maybe what I'm thinking. But it's like a side. What what actually made me want to play this actually feels like, just by looking at the some of the videos, feels like a side-scrolling RimWorld. It's quite interesting, I think. But yeah, oxygen isn't included. So basically, what this is you're building. You're trying to make the best of a bad situation when you're transported underground, and you try and make an underground base of amazingness. And yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. I played this a little bit. A day or so ago, and it was great. I liked it. I mean, it's a whole fun, different take on survival and base building. I mean, it's something new, something interesting. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to shuffle these guys because I really these are our dupes, by the way. They call them dupes. They don't call them people. They're just dupes, and it's kind of interesting in the sense that you can you call them dupes, and they you get more dupes by printing them. You print the dupes, so these are. It's kind of interesting. I think it's confusing, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these people. As you can see, there's research. Let's just go through this. Athletics, there's movement speed. You've got cooking speed. You've got digging speed. Medicine is disease resistance. Tinkering is tinkering speed. It's operating a machine. Construction is construction, obviously. Creative is decorating. Learning is for research. And strength is for carrying weight. So how much each dupe can carry when they're going around and doing things. Now, that's cool. Basically, so that tells you you've got cooking, you've got digging, you've got operating machineries, you've got construction, you've got carrying, and you've got research. So I think that's kind of interesting. And then you got all these different things. You got the different traits. Interior decorator's kind of cool. Biohazard means they get duplicant. They're called I call them dupes. They're called duplicants, really. That's their full name. And anyway, it tells you the traits. You got decor expectations, because stress is something that you're going to have to manage. And the more stress you have, this is what they do. They either vomit, or they're destructive, or they vomit. Well, they vomit or they break things. So let's see here. Aha! Okay, he can't cook, but he's 6 digging. There we go. We like that. Plus 2 creativity. Now I need somebody who's a cooker. A really good cooker. Doesn't really matter. 4 cooking. 2 cooking. 2 cooking. I know there's like a 12 cooking in here somewhere. 7 cooking. Destructive and decor. Good enough. Oh, but he can't do any kind of... You can't do any research. No, that'd be bad. There we go. We like that one. There we go. There we go. This one's going to be Artarius here. There we go. There's me, and we're going to call it the Temporal Galaxy. Oh, no, we're going to call it the Serene Ant Farm. All right, now we're going to embark. There we go. Finally got all the people. Okay, so here we go. Oh, your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface. In an unfamiliar terrestrial body. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got there. Maybe it's because they're not really people. It might be best to start digging. So we shall start digging. We're going to pause it first. So, as you can see up here on the screen, you got, like on the left side, cycle, which is the day. Information, like this things we need a toilet. Speed. Settings, we can toggle red alert. What does that do? Ignore their basic needs to work. Oh, okay, that's kind of fun. Highest stress, you got stress level, population, and then kilocalories. That's how much, because each dupe has a, it's one of the other things about this game is that you can drill down to the nitty gritty and do so many, you got so many stats that you can look at. So, for instance, Artarius is idle, but he's inhaling 108 grams of O2 a second, and he's exhaling 2 grams of CO2 a second, basically. I don't know what New Hope means. But anyway, there you can see the exhaling and then the inhaling. You can see the if you look at the area here, you've got breathable gas. There's 1,400 grams of breathable gas, which is not a lot, considering that we're sucking in 100 grams a second. So that's not a lot of breathableness. Is that water? Ooh, we got lots of water. Oh, we got tons of water. That's good. Water is your mainstay. Water's amazing. We got some algae. Algae's used to make oxygen, of which I don't have much algae, so I might have to rush a specific tech. But anyway, back to the screen here. You got the jobs, which is just like kind of like the RimWorld, which I thought was just fun. Everybody can, you choose whatever you want everybody to do. Art. Oh, decor, right. Building, deliver. But this is all, you can't change this. So you can't set the priorities. So combat's always going to be number one. So if there's ever any kind of combat situation, everybody's going to do that first. Anyway, so then there's the jobs, vitals. Vitals are interesting. Tells you the stress. Just tells you a little bit about them. You've got how many kilocalories they eat, how many they can have, their fullness level, their stress level, or you can drill down and go in deep into them. What does New Hope mean? Pretty awesome. Oh, okay, I see. It's a status effect. Okay. So you can see their health, their stress, their bladder, and what changes, what their change per second is, their breath, their stamina, calories. They have, they got basically 3,000 kilocalories of stored energy, body temperature, everything. You got a whole bunch of stuff. Really cool. Reports show you what goes on every day, as it were. So, like for day one, so far we've already removed 2,000 grams of oxygen. It's a lot of grams of oxygen already. And then you got your research, of which we can't access yet. Then you got your overlays. You got your oxygen overlay, which then tells you all about what you have. This is a lot of oxygen. This is good oxygen. But this is bad oxygen. This is unbreathable. This is carbon dioxide. So we don't like that. It's terrible. Carbon dioxide is bad. What else do we have? Power grid, which for power stuff. The temperature thing is kind of neat. You can see the way the temperature sets up for people in the areas. What is this? You got the light overlay, which isn't kind of new. I don't know what that was about. What is this? Liquid plumbing overlay. Oh, that tells you... Okay, yeah, so like this shows you... This is the outport, this is the import, this is the outport, this is the import. So this is a vent, actually. So whatever... This import stuff, but it spits it out onto the ground. So I think this is actually a lavatory, a toilet. Gas plumbing does the same thing. It shows you decor overlay. Oh, that's kind of neat. Shows you the decor. And then priority overlay. Shows you the priority of things. So you can set the priority of individual things. So for instance, if I set this to 9, then everybody would eat immediately or move stuff into the ration box. I'll move food into the ration box over and above what everything else they're doing. So for instance, if I wanted somebody to go and mine over here, I could have them mine over here, dig, I should say, and we'll see here real quick. Down here you can set the priority. So right now the priority is 1 is lowest, 9 is the highest, it's at 5. So let's take a look at the priority map here. So these are 5s, and I can change that to 9. Put you back down to 5. So now if anybody does any digging, they'll dig here first, and then they'll dig there. But I don't want to do any of that. I want to cancel all that. I want to dig. What is the dig button? G. I don't understand that, but okay. We need to get to the water over here. Get to the water. We also have all this stuff down here. Base, oxygen. Nothing that we can click on because we don't have any materials. So let's start digging for some materials. And as you can see, they're sucking... Well, not really sucking, but they're digging with lights. It's like a proton pack. Oh, another thing is this stuff right here. This is called... Oh, also, you hold your mouse over things and it'll tell you what they are. You got raw mineral. Well, we don't know exactly what that is. But right here, sandstone. So you got sandstone. It's 1 kilogram of 1,000 kilograms of sandstone. Soft, firmness. So it's easy to dig through. Whereas this one is very firm, not easy to dig through. But anyway, over here, oxylite. What that does is that slowly pumps oxygen out, and it'll slowly disappear. It'll basically use itself up to make oxygen, which is cool. I like that. Artarius, you need to build stuff over here. Now we have the ability to build stuff, so we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a ladder so we can get back down. Let's actually prioritize this ladder. Oh, and the duplicates can only do stuff that's 2 blocks above them. So you see they're 2 blocks high. 2 blocks high. 1, 2. So they can select, for instance, Artarius can mine up to here from where he's currently standing. But he can't build there. But he can build right here. And then get down. Can't you? Okay, now he's getting down. There he goes. There you go. Let's get this material here. So now we're going to need to do... Well, first we need... Let's see, what do we need? Well, we need plumbing. So let's go to plumbing because we need an outhouse because they will pee and poop everywhere and then you'll have problems. All sorts of problems. But you can also, another thing I forgot to mention, or I wouldn't say forgot to mention because it just came up, but you can change, if you have different materials, you can change the materials that you use to build something. So right now I have sandstone. Sandstone's the only thing that can be used for that. Okay, fine. We'll leave that stuff up there. Fertilizer. Oh, we're not going to be able to hit that. Can't hit either of those. Okay, there we go. We got the ore. Oh, and up here on the top right it tells you the different types, what you have. So everything you mine, as long as your dupes can access it, it counts as in your inventory. It doesn't have to go into a specific place for it to count as inventory. Well, it's just kind of neat, I guess. Maybe. I don't know exactly, but it's kind of interesting anyway. But what do we have here? We've got we've got 3 seeds and whatnot. Let's see, filtration mediums of sand. Yeah, a whole bunch of copper. So it's kind of cool. So we got somebody who's doing absolutely nothing. So we need to dig down here and get to the algae, because algae is really important in this game. Very important. Very important. Actually, you know what? No. Stop. I want a door there and a tile there, because I don't want all my oxygen to go down here. It's sand. Oh, sandstone. Oh wait, that doesn't matter. It's not an airlock, it's a pneumatic door. Ugh, never mind. How'd you back up? Don't back up. There we go. Oh, whoa, 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 calm down. Get this algae. Is that coal? It's a lot of coal. Oh, it's cool. We got lots of coal. I like that. I like the coal. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to dig this out, and that out, because we're going to need to make some furniture for some beds. So we're going to need ourselves some cots. So we need a cot, and a cot, and a cot. We're going to need some tile here. All the way like that. Not like that, baby. And that. And now we got places to sleep. Excellent. Come on, guys, you can do it. Alright, well, now, while they're doing that... Oh, look, see, they all went to sleep. So while we're waiting, we got the reports. Back to the first day. We lost 136 kilograms of oxygen. Blah! Terrible. But we need power. We need power because we need power. But what we also need food. So let's take a look here. We need a planter box. Which means we need research. So we need research and power. Oh, what's wrong with this guy? Oh, no! So as you saw what this guy was doing, he couldn't breathe. He's holding his breath because there's so much CO2 here that he can't do anything. He's going to suffocate. So we need to get... We've got no oxygen is basically what's going on. So we need to do all that and get all this oxygen stuff oxygenating. And we need power, but power is so expensive. Let's go this way. Alright. Move everything away. So here we go. We got our manual generator. Somebody's gonna... It's like a hamster wheel. Somebody has to get into it to actually get it to power, which is kind of entertaining, really. Oops. Oh, that should be enough. Put that there, get ourselves some batteries to store excess power. Use the electrical wire to connect them. You have to connect each socket to each place. And then we need to get some research going. Get ourselves a research platform. Actually, let's dig down there. Battery. Come on, you can do it. Battery powered, or well, not powered, but there we go. See there, he's in the running thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at this here, though. We want to generate power. Is this guy? So we want only her to generate some power. I know. Research platform right there. Get ourselves the electrical wire right down it. And so in the electrical view, it's kind of interesting. This one tells you got plus 400 watts a second, as long as it's in operation. And this tells you how many watts you have in storage, which is neat. I like that. Alright, research station is getting done. Okay. Power needs to be dealt to it, but let's take a look at the research real quick. So you got some basic stuff. Each level requires more stuff. So this requires just basic research, but then this one requires basic and intermediary research right there, blue. So this is novice and then intermediary. Okay. In looking around, I was apparently told that the best thing to do is get the liquid pump and get the electrolyzer for oxygen, because algae is just not, the algae terrarium is not really great overall. However, I need to do that right now, because if I don't, I'm going to die. So I need to get that first, then I'll move to this thing, and then I'll get the electrolyzer, which does oxygen to water. I'm sorry, it was a reverse. What am I saying? It makes oxygen from water. So that's kind of fun. Power regulation is needed to get up to the coal generators, which we have a lot of. We have a lot of coal available, so that'll be fun. Oh, whoops! Why is that doing that? There we go. Now we'll go. So this is the research screen. You basically just fabricate research. Now you can do one queue or you can do continuous. So, an additional thing about that research that we need to do is it also gives us a planter box, which will produce food, and food is important, obviously. And look, there she is. She's making some research. Let's take a look here. So that's all terrible, and that's really god awful, right there. In car CO2. So let's see here. We need jobs. That's what. For research, she's 002. So we need everybody. There we go. Elvis is going to do the research. Look how much faster that is. Okay. Now she's got problems. Let's go ahead and get this algae dealt with. As much algae as we can. Can we harvest this? No. Okay. There's some algae there. That. There's cells a tile there. Maybe tile out this. Give them something to do. What we'll do is we'll do a storage container. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. No, not there. And probably not there, actually. Let's go ahead and put the storage container right there.
Alright, that's going to go ahead and be the end here. We got one cycle almost complete. A second cycle almost complete, I should say. Power. Research is being done. We've got 0 out of 20, so that's going to take who knows how long. And hopefully we don't die before then. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the next episode. I'm having a blast. I like this game.